Hi, boys and girls, gather round. It is story time, our favorite time of the day. And I am so excited to be sharing with you a brand new book we have, and I'm confident that you're going to love it. So gather around. Let's get ourselves comfortable. Okay, is everybody ready? Let's settle down. Okay, I think we're ready. Okay, we're ready? Okay, great. I have a very exciting book to share with you guys. Under the Snow. By looking at the front of this book, by looking at the front cover of this book, everyone can see it okay? What is it that we think this book is about? Let's look at the picture. That's right, animals that live under the snow. But what time of year do you think they live under the snow? That's right, in the winter time. That's correct. So let's talk a little bit before we get into this book. Let's talk a little bit about what we do when it snows. What do you do outside when it snows? That's right, you go ice skating. What else do you do? We play in the snow, that's right. We have snowball fights, that's right. I hope we're not hurting anybody, but yes, we're doing that. And what else are we doing? Let me ask you this. What are we wearing in the wintertime? What do we wear? Gloves, that's right, and hats, that's right, and coats to keep us warm, right? And how about scarves for our neck to keep our neck nice and warm, right? So we have winter clothes that keep us warm, and we also have times when we play in the snow as well, right? Snowballs, skating, sleighing, etc. Right? So that's what we do in the snow. But what do we think the animals do when it snows? Let's think about that. Where do all the animals go when it's winter time? Does anybody know what it means when animals go to a resting place and state in the wintertime? This is a little bit of a tough word. Hibernate. They go to hibernate. This book is about hibernation. So I'm going to make sure that we get back to what this word means, and we're going to make sure it makes its way to our word wall. That's right, our Science Center word wall. So this book is about hibernation, where all the animals go in the wintertime, and the hidden world under the snow. The hidden world that exists under the snow. So in the wintertime, we go to our home, right, to get nice and warm, maybe have something warm to drink, nestle up with our blankets, right? But where do the animals go? That's what this book is going to teach us all about. Okay, so let me start by telling you who wrote this book. This book was written by the author Melissa Stewart. She's a very, very famous author who wrote very similar books about science and about animals. And then we have this book illustrated by Constance Bergdom. Constance Bergdom is an illustrator. What does it mean to be an illustrator of a book? That's right. It means the person who drew the pictures. And the pictures in this book, as you can see from the front cover, are going to be very important to us as we read this book. So, ready to get started? All right, let's do it. Under the snow. In the heart of winter, a deep layer of snow blankets fields and forests and ponds and wetlands. Can everybody see that? Blankets. See, it blankets the field. Similar to a blanket that you have at home that blankets your bed. It blankets the field. And what are they doing in this picture? What are they doing in this picture? That's right, they're sleigh riding. That's correct. And this looks like a family. Very, very good. You spend your days sledding and skating and having snowball fights. We already talked about that, right? This is some of what you do in the winter. But under the snow lies a hidden world. A hidden world. What does it mean for a world to be hidden? That's right, we cannot see it. Can everyone see that? I want to make sure everyone can see those pictures. Very good. Under the snow in a field, dozens of ladybugs pack themselves into a gap in an old stone wall. Can everybody see that? In an old stone wall. See the ladybugs? They're all packed away in there. And why are they there? They're protecting themselves from the cold. That's right. Below them, a snake rests in a hole all of its own. Right? Everyone can see that snake? All on its own. What do we know about snakes? They come in all different colors, right? What do? What's the noise they make? Hiss, hiss, hiss. Very good, very good. Okay, what do they feel like? What does a snake feel like? Anybody ever touch a snake? That's right. They're kind of a little tough, sometimes a little slippery. That's right. Good for you. Voles spend their days tunneling through the snow. When they find a young tree, they slowly strip off layers of bark and eat them. Does everybody see that? Everybody can see that? Right? So the voles strip off the bark, which is the outside of the tree, and nibble on that during the winter time. And they tunnel through the snow. You see the vole is under the snow. Now, what is a vole? Now, it's important that we